It is Wednesday, my dudes, and time for an old man yapping. And, well, it's only Wednesday for like another minute over here. It's very late. And on top of that, while I'm supposed to be working on my game this week, I'm kind of not because, because I got this game called MiSide. And it's really good. And I've put like 30 hours into actually playing it, and probably the same again into thinking about it. So, yeah, that's a lot of time. And one of the things that I've been thinking about is what makes this game so great. And I actually wrote about this in detail over on my Substack. You can find a link in the doobly-doo down there. But long story short, it's because the game is ambiguous, but also makes it really easy to go back and check specific parts of the story to see whether you're right about a theory, to check the details and that sort of thing. And it got me to thinking, that's really well designed. What am I doing with my own game to make sure it's well designed? Like, first of all, what is my game? What is my game supposed to be in the first place? And the answer is fairly simple. It's supposed to be Vampire Survivors, only better. And what does better mean? Well, I don't know, but it's a combination of like a game that I have and being better. So you know, what would be better than that? I should put that in. I don't have a good answer to that. I am trusting myself to find an answer by the time I get to the point of expecting people to actually play it. Because why would you expect people to play something that's like just like another game, or even worse, not as good as that other game? It's like Vampire Survivors, only kind of shit. That's not a good sales pitch. I don't want to make that sales pitch. But one of the things I keep asking myself is, what am I doing to make it better? And I don't have a good answer to that yet. So what I am pursuing in the meanwhile is, what do I have to do no matter what I do to make it better? I need a level, I need a player, I need enemies, I need treasure chests, I need treasure, I need experience, I need levels, I need leveling up mechanics, I need stats. There's all this stuff I need no matter what. All that stuff has to be built. There are no two ways about it. So because all of that stuff has to be built, and there are no two ways about it, I'm going to go ahead and build all of that shit. And then once all of that stuff's built, that's when I can scratch my head and go, now what exactly does better mean? My voice is really rough today, and I don't know why. But the process of trying to make a game that is quote-unquote better than another game, people usually start by going, what sucks about this game and how do we fix it? I don't want to start there. And the reason I don't want to start there is I think it just, I think it puts the focus in the wrong place. Because when you have a good game and a part of it is not good, more often than not, what that means is making that part good isn't actually worth the trouble. So I'm trying to look for external things outside of the question of what isn't good in this game, and stuff that's really much more geared toward what is good in this game. So, that's kind of rough because there's so much good in Vampire Survivors. There's so much good in so many Horde Survival clones. That's just the way it is. There's good stuff all through all of these games. That's why they're fun. That's why I like them. That's why I have 20 of them. Do I have 20 of them? Vampire Survivors clones. I have 21 of them. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure that one counts. Never mind. We'll say it counts. Anyway. The thing that I want to focus on when it comes to designing any particular game mechanic or game idea is making it a good one and finding a way to make it unique and to make it more interesting and more engaging and more exciting. Because that's important. That's like the most important thing building a game. The game has to be fun to play. If the game's not fun to play, then what the fuck are you doing, you know? So that's what I'm kind of trying to focus on with that. But I don't have a good answer to what makes it better just yet. And I need to find one. Because just another Vampire Survivors clone, that's not a good sales pitch either. It's like Vampire Survivors, but shitty, even worse sales pitch. Also, I don't know if I want to have the word survivors in the title at all, because that'll kind of impact the way people view it. Anyway, I'm just kind of rambling, which is what I always do. So, you know. As always, do the little YouTube dance. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the little bell icon. All the happy horse shit. I feel like there should be more atmosphere in my game than there is in most games. I feel like there should be a sense of lore and of connection and of meaning. But I'm not sure that will actually add anything to the game, you know? I mean, it's kind of an action arcadey sort of game. Does it really add anything to have stories about it? Vampire Survivors doesn't have stories. It's got all of these characters. Who are they? What is their story? Does it matter? Does anybody care? Is it because the story's not good enough? Is it because the story's not interesting? I don't know. I haven't thought that much about it. But I do need to think about it. It's a thing that needs to be thought about. So, that's kind of where I am on that question. And I have gotten absolutely nowhere in figuring out whether my reusable components concept is going to work or not. So, yeah, I guess maybe I'll try that in the next couple of days, or maybe I'll be stuck trolling through this horror game some more and trying to figure out what's going on in it. I actually think I've got a pretty good handle on most of it. But for those of you that like psychological horror games, if you liked Doki Doki Literature Club, yeah, you're gonna love this game. Yeah, get this game. You're really gonna like it. And I don't want to spoil it. It's best if you go in blind, like knowing as little as possible about it. It's very well designed. Very well paced. It's really cool. So, anyway, yeah, I recommend it. I'll put a link to it in the description, and that'll be about it. So, you know, that'll be it for this week. Do the happy horse shit. Okay, bye.